Soul Fantasy Show, Soul Fan Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for May 1st, 2020. Going over the Madden stream, NFL simulated action. We got NFL action. It's a 12 p.m. 6-game slate, and there's also 3 more games, but that's separate. The late slate, but you can play them together, or you can play the 3 p.m. late 6 p.m. slate, or the 12 and the 3. The top running backs today are, right on top, I got Ezekiel Elliott, 20 points projected with a very low ranking defense playing the Giants. So he's my top stud of the day. He's 7-1. Right under him, we have Le'Veon Bell, but I wouldn't necessarily go there. I would probably go Gurley over Bell. 14.8 fantasy points projected. You could get 11, 16, 26, 20. He's pretty good. So you got Mark Ingram. I wouldn't necessarily go there either. You go Chris Carson. He's a very good, solid play. 17 fantasy points. He has a crown, which means something. It's a home game. He's healthy. 22, 22, 29, 15. He can get you a 30 for $6K. He's all in. I'm all in with Chris Carson. There's Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, who's always a fine option at 5-1. So another crown for another Eagles running back, Jordan Howard, for 3-8, and he could possibly get you 33, 12, 18 fantasy points. Man, he's going to most likely get 11, but for 3-8, he's good to go, man, with a 3-8. Then you got some other low-end running backs down there that probably won't get much action. So we'll go over the wide receivers real quick, and we'll go over some quarterbacks. There's a few quarterbacks. All right, top soul stud of the day, DeAndre Hopkins for 8-3. Okay, 20 fantasy points he's going to get you. But he could get more. He could get 34. He could get 24. We don't know, but he's going to do something nice, at least 20 fantasy points. Julio Jones, $300 less, will get you a little bit less fantasy points, but he's teetering on that same projectile. Okay, we have Cooper Robinson. We also have one of my favorites, Deshaun Jackson. He could get you fucking 38. I'm not playing. Look at that. He has a 50% chance to get 32 plus fantasy points. Or he's going to get you 0 to 8 fantasy points. So for $5K, most likely in that Eagles game, they're going to heavily target Deshaun Jackson in the wide receiver position. Because the Eagles are going young this year with wide receivers. So they just drafted a nice, fine wide receiver in the first round. They also drafted a quarterback in the second round. So they're going to heavily rely on Deshaun Jackson this year. Heavily. Okay, so we got Metcalf and Ridley. They also got crowns. 12 for him for 4-2 and 15.6. So Ridley is the sole sleeper of the day. And you got some other crappy guys down there. All right, let's just quickly go over a tight end. You got Zach Ertz, who I always like. He can get you a lot. He's going to do a lot. Him and Deshaun Jackson and whatever, will get most of the Eagles' fantasy points. So Austin Hooper is also a fine option. He's 5-5. He's pretty cheap today, and he will get you at least 15 fantasy points. So that's your options. Disley got a crown. I don't know. And also Jacob Hollister. You could go Hollister. He might get you 20, 15, 16 to 24 fantasy points. He could do that. Yes, he could. All right, well, there's some quarterbacks in action. We don't know how the real season's going to go, but obviously everybody always wants Lamar Jackson. He's 7-6 today, so, I mean, he's always an option. We already know that. Matt Ryan and Deshaun Watson. So Matt Ryan is a good option. Deshaun Watson, I don't care if he has a crown. I don't like him. He doesn't do anything. He might do something simulated. 23 points. Yeah, he might get 24 to 32 fantasy points, so he might be one of your options, but I'd rather just go Carson Wentz and save like the $200. I would go Dak Prescott and save $400. I would even just go Jacoby Brisket. I mean, he can get 32 fantasy points too, and you're saving all this money. I mean, at least he's going to get you 15 to 20 fantasy points. And then there's Russell Wilson, Derek Carr. Russell Wilson's very expensive. He's not worth this price. He's $8K. So there you go. There's the running backs. All right, let's just quickly go over the defenses, and we'll get some nice little lineups for you. As usual, the Eagles D is right on top. So that's the D I've been always wanting to get with. Eagles D, I mean, I would probably not go with the Cowboys D. I'd go with the Eagles D, but then you could probably play one of these other defenses in this particular order. All right, so they ordered it correctly. So these are the top defense. It goes Eagles, Cowboys, Rams, Jets, Bills, Colts, Falcons, Raiders, Ravens, Bears, Seahawks, and Texans. So you're probably not going to want to play the Seahawks, Texans, or Bears. Probably not even the Raiders or Ravens. So I would just focus on these top 7 defenses right there. All right, let's go over the lineup optimizer today. This is for the 12 p.m. 6-game slate. Got a couple lineups for you. This is for May 1st. If you already haven't, please subscribe to this channel. Any subscriber helps. You can comment, and I'll send you messages on Twitter. If you need lineups, when I don't make videos, I will send you lineups. And I will generate lineups. And as soon as I get home, I will be doing in-depth videos. Very complicated, nice videos with me and guests on it. I'm in Thailand right now, so I can't really make the best videos, but I will. Don't worry about that. All right, so there's that. Now we have the 3-game, and then we'll go over a couple singles. So these are the 3 gamers. It's for 6 p.m. Madden 2020, 5/1/20, May 1st. The first day of May, we're getting these games in. All right, here's some singular wireless. All right, so here's New York Jets versus Dallas. We'll do a couple of those lineups. I'm not heavy on the Jets players today. I would not play this Jets D right here. I mean, I guess the price. The price is what is going there, but I would not do that. I would not play Jets D in a flex spot. Thanks. Even Jets versus Dallas. I'd rather play Dallas's D in a flex spot for this game. Well, that didn't work out. Just got to get a better one out there. You can play Dallas's D in that game, which I would. Okay, here's Atlanta, Indiana. Obviously, they got Brisket, but I would not go there. I wouldn't go Hilton either. You can't go Ryan. You would have to go Ridley, and then you could go back to Matt Ryan. And then you could go Brisket here. That's what I would do in that case. I'll help you. If you need lineup help, I will help you. Dude, I get first place all the time, dude. I got money. I get money here. I know how to make lineups, dude. I'm not this stupid, petty fucking dude that's just trying to teach you how to play that doesn't know fucking shit about it. I know all about this shit. Come see me. Twitter, Soul169. Send me a DM. I will send you lineups. Anytime you need them, I'll send them to you. It's hard to get Matt Ryan in there because then you got to downgrade, but I would just get off him. Like, that makes sense, right? I mean, and then it's tough, but I would not go Hilton. Then you can just go quarterback. All right, sorry. The Eagles game. The Chicago game first. Do a couple of Chicagos. I'm not crazy about Chicago or Oakland. I will not be playing that slate, so let's just go right to the Eagles slate. It's a 6 p.m. one. So we got Miles Sanders in the MVP spot. That's all right. I mean, because then you can jam up people, but I would just probably go Ertz here because that's where we're going. That's where it's at today. I would get off him. And I would even go the kicker to get off that guy. He ain't doing nothing. All right, like I said, get off Aguilar. Put in anybody. I'll put a freaking kicker in, dude, over him. And I would not play Higbee there. Okay. All right. Well, this is a very nice lineup here. So this is the lineup that I would play right here. Let's save this lineup. This is a very nice lineup, and even if you don't trust Cup, you could throw another quarterback in there. So you have two quarterbacks stacked up with Deshaun Watson, Wentz, Gurley, and Howard. Man, that's a nice lineup. With or without, you could put anybody in here and still have a nice lineup. All right, let's go over the Seattle Baltimore lineups. I wouldn't go there. I would more go Carson, and then you can just go Lamar Jackson here. And then you could, well, we said we like these two guys, so, I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, you're there, right there. Bam, saved. All right, that was nice, wasn't it? It's not that hard, guys. It's not as hard as some of these people making videos are trying to make it out to be. It's a lot easier than it looks. Yes, it is. You just you can't play. Everybody plays. You're not going to win. You got to be a little different. But you got to be efficient at the same time. Like, you got to know these guys. You got to know who to put in. Like, geez. I don't want to put Frank Gore in there, but then I can go Hopkins. Then I can go, I wouldn't change. I guess we can't change him, but we can just go. I don't really like John Brown today, but hey, if you want to play him, you can play him. You can always change lineups around anytime you want. Nothing's written in stone. These people making the videos don't know what the fuck they're talking about, yo. I'm telling you. I listen to stats and figures and statistics at my own self, but that's me. You can get it from me. So it's the Soul Fan Show.